Hey now, it's your favorite property recovery agent, and I wanted to make this quick intro just to let you know what I'm about to walk into. This is a house that's got a bunch of squatters in it. I've already been inside. I've already talked to these people. In fact, you've probably seen some clips from other encounters inside this house. This house is in Cleveland Heights. The agent that I was working with is when I recorded those clips of my engagement. Well, the house was sold, and the actual person that bought it reached out to me and said they still need help in trying to get these people out because of the 8 that were there, only 1 left when they posted 3-day notices and all that. And he said he gave them 2 months to leave, and that 2 months excuse me, was up like a week ago. So where we're at now is I posted a new 3-day notice on Friday. I couldn't get by there yesterday, so I'm going by there now and basically going to have some conversations and find out what the frig these people think they're going to continue to do. Just live here for free forever. It's not the way it's going to work. And I really try to sway people from pushing for the eviction, because that just goes on your record, and then you're never going to get a decent place ever again because nobody's going to rent to you. So one of the big reasons investors and owners bring me aboard is to avoid that, for one, that process, which is expensive and very costly to the owner or investor. But furthermore, it's to help the actual people that are there. I mean, granted, they're squatters. Why should I give a shit? Why should anybody? Well, in reality, we don't, because what they're doing is illegal. They know what they're doing is illegal, and they've been there forever. However, I still try to help people out. I understand you've been living here in this, this fortunate, unfortunate situation. Well, I'm also going to try to help you, find a place, but you have to be able to pay for it and stuff. I have investors that have rent, units available for rent, but you can't screw them over. Now, you don't honestly think I would trust any of these people? No. But we will give that illusion, because, once a squatter, always a squatter in my mind. I mean, especially if you're going to be combative and argumentative, which one guy here has been. That's Mike. We've met Mike before. There's a video somewhere down. Go scroll down. You'll see it. It's there. He got real hot. And there's another dude that was kind of hot. But whatever, man. It is what it is. So I just wanted to make this because I have to pull into the driveway and get right in there. So it'll be, as soon as I pull in, I'll start recording and we'll see what happens. So wish me luck. Let's go have some fun. Hello? That's a meth pipe. Nobody in this unit. Mark the units with an X. At least that way I know I haven't gotten into those, showing that they're still have people in them. Yeah, this is the one guy that left. Mike.
What? What?
I need to know why you're still here.
What?
I need to know why you're still here.
Who?
You.
Why?
Because I work for the owner and we're trying to get everybody out of this place.
Alright.
What's your last name?
I'm not answering questions. I'm leaving soon.
When are you leaving?
Within a week.
I need a date so I can tell the owner.
What?
I need a date so I can tell the owner.
Alright, a week from today.
Week from today. Today's Tuesday. All right. Thanks, Mike. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, I work for the owner.
Alright.
I need to know your name.
Man, I'll be out today. Alright?
You'll be out today?
Yeah.
All right, leave your door open. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go so bad. Pretty tame, actually. So we got one guy supposed to be out today, one guy supposed to be out in a week. The other doors, nobody answered. I know for a fact there's a guy in that one lower door. The one door to the left, I think it said 5 on it. The reason I didn't knock on that is because arrangements have already been made with that guy. He's actually been very cool, and he's kind of our mole in that place, so we're giving him a few extra months. But the other people, they got to go. So yeah, so again, this is the process. So I'll go back tomorrow, see if that one guy's out, and then try to knock on those other doors. I'll go at a later time in the afternoon, give that guy time to get his shit and whatever. I mean, it's one room. It's not like they have, you know, a ton of crap. They just got to find another place to go. So yeah, so this is obviously gonna be a multi-part series. I'm gonna refer to this one as Squatter Hotel because that's pretty much what it is. I'm thinking we got 6 people in there. I'm thinking 5 or 6, for sure 5, maybe 6, because those other rooms, I don't recall people in and out of those other locked doors. So we're just gonna keep staging this one out. So check back as always. I'll keep you guys updated. Look for part 2. I don't know when there'll be another part, but just keep an eye out. I'll keep you all updated until this place gets emptied out. All right. And if you are interested in helping to donate to the Kitty Fund Mother Superior and her flock, you can go back to the kitty video, part 4. Go to part 4, the kitty eviction. Part 4 of the kitty eviction, and please donate. We need your financial support. The kitties need your financial support. I don't need it, but the kitties need your financial support. I need your emotional support. Anyways, thanks for supporting me. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I literally love you all. You guys are great, and all you special ones out there, you know who you are. I really appreciate the extra efforts. Let's keep on rocking and rolling.